First thing that I want to tap into before we get into it, though, is this jealousy thing. It's a jealousy thing. And we try to disguise it. We try to disguise it as constructive criticism. We try to disguise it as, oh, you ain't looking out. We try to disguise it as a lot of different things. But the reality is that there's a lot of people with that hate, that jealousy in their heart. And I've studied it, right? I've studied it. I've looked it up in the Word of God. I'm going to read the super chats throughout the show. Thank you for the people that continue to contribute to the platform. I've studied it, right? And so as I've studied it and as I've looked at it and researched it, I read about it in a word, and it's beyond understanding. It's beyond anything that we can truly comprehend as to why it happens. We always try to understand, and even in the word it says, in everything you do, get understanding. And we always trying to figure out why people do what they do. But the reality of it is that there is no understanding beyond it, and it is crueler than the grave. Jealousy will take you places that hatred can't. Hear me out for a minute, and we're going to deep dive into this show today because I got a lot of conversations that I want to have with you. I want to talk about Michigan State. I want to talk about the gun debate. I want to talk about inflation, and I definitely want to get into living paycheck to paycheck, being above six figures. But jealousy will take you places that hate never could. See, to hate a person, although bad itself, to hate a person is to direct energy towards them because of something that you can substantiate as to why they're doing something to you, or it's affecting your life in a negative way, or it's impacting you. And so in a way, you're just directing negative energy back towards that person. And sometimes in that particular situation, it's a no-win battle. It's almost like if somebody encroaches on your territory, right? Let's say you're a drug dealer and somebody encroaches on your territory and they starting to make money in your territory, or they hurt somebody in your family, or they hurt one of your brothers in order to battle that territory. You're going to start to hate them as a result of how they're affecting your life personally and how they're affecting your finances, how they're affecting your family. There's some reason behind it that then warrants whatever the response is going to be. Now, the thing about hate is that you can come back from that, because when you understand it, or you solve for it, or you have a sit down, or you have a truce, or whatever like that, you then can come to a conclusion. You don't necessarily have to like the person, but you can come back from it because you truly understand the why behind what it is that you're feeling towards that person. But jealousy is different because it's something that warrants you to feel a certain type of way about the person, but you don't get it. It doesn't personally affect you. There's people that's jealous of people that they've never seen in their entire lives. There's people that don't like somebody just because they got rich. And I believe in all my studies, even though I truly don't understand it, and I appreciate y'all for continuing to contribute to the platform, I'm definitely going to be reading super chats throughout the show. In all of my ventures and all of my looking to understand why people believe and see and do the things that they do, I believe that jealousy is realistically a mirror turned back on you, and you seeing the thing that you don't like by seeing the success in somebody else. Because you don't hate or are jealous of somebody that is doing worse than you. I've never seen somebody be jealous of somebody that they don't like, or that's doing worse than them or lower than them. I've never seen somebody look down and say, yeah, I really don't like you because you are poorer than me. Or I don't like you because you don't get no women. And I'm jealous of that. That doesn't happen. And so the only logical conclusion is that you hate yourself in this way, and you're redirecting it towards somebody else when you see that they're a reflection of the thing that you should have been, not the thing that you want to be. Because jealousy is not an admonition. Jealousy is not a desire. Jealousy is not a love that you have for somebody as a result of something that you could never achieve, and so you show love to them as a result of it. Jealousy comes from a space where you could have been that, or you think that that should be you. And again, you're not jealous down. Jealous comes from looking up. I've never seen somebody be jealous looking down. They only are jealous looking up. And so when you start to find just yourself, and there's somebody that is watching this, whether it's restreaming it, whether it's looking at it live, there's somebody that's watching this, somebody that is watching this that is jealous of somebody in their inner circle as a result of something that they hate about themselves. And you need to really go into that closet, go deep down into that space, that hardcore space, and that you can truly come to a conclusion about how it is that you can better yourself, because you are going to kill yourself with hate, and it's going to be nobody else's fault but your own. Have you ever seen somebody come at somebody for something that they didn't even know that they were affecting you about? Have you ever seen somebody hate a celebrity and the celebrity don't even know them? And it's not as a result of something that the celebrity is promoting or doing. They just don't like they dance moves. They just don't like the fact that they get a girl that they know is fine or something like that. They just don't like the fact that they making $100,000 on a show. Let's bring it back down to a realistic space. Have you ever seen somebody that hates on somebody that's close to them? You know, you see it in the form of dirty macking, for example. You don't necessarily get the girl on your own caveats and how awesome that you are. You gotta say and down somebody else in order for you to be able to get yours, man. And you ain't gonna get the girl anyway. But the hate is still there, man. I don't even know why y'all like him. That dude corny anyway. I remember when he was borrowing my jacket when he was younger, and the girls is looking at you like they ain't gonna say nothing, right? Because they don't want to embarrass you, and they ain't trying to make themselves the cornerstone of your hate now. So they just gonna be looking at you funny like, word. And you thinking that you dirty macking and killing somebody else's name is actually making you look better, but it's making you look worse. Jealousy is hatred for yourself. It's the burying of yourself. It is the making look bad of you. I watch people every single day crash out as a result of their own jealousy. I watch people crash out every single day because of their own jealousy. They kill their own chances. They eliminate the possibilities and the networking opportunities. Somebody could be wanting something for you more than they want it for yourself, and then you actually kill your own opportunity because they recognize the jealousy of you, and then they got to remove you from their inner circle, and you don't even know that that opportunity passed you, but because of your heart and that dark, ugly, black heart that pumps hate all throughout your body, everything within your being saying that you can't be successful, all because of the way that you think and the way that you see things towards everybody else. It ain't nobody else's fault that you poor. Ain't nobody else's fault that you broke. Ain't nobody else's fault that that girl wouldn't give you no Gawk 3000. Ain't nobody else's fault that your kids don't like you except for you. At some point, you're going to have to stop blaming everybody else for your circumstances and come to the conclusion that, yo, I am my own worst enemy. I am the reason why I am not where I'm supposed to be. I am the reason why my mother hate me, why my father wished that he never had me. I am the reason why my brothers ain't really rocking with me. I am the reason why I'm poor. I'm the reason why my baby mama is a baby mama instead of being my wife. I'm the reason why I'm a sucker. I'm the reason why everything that I touch turns into trash. I'm the reason why I have never been able to do anything for anybody, including myself, and that I'm just a cancer on this earth. When you look in the mirror and you start coming to the conclusion that you're the reason why you are who you are, then you'll start to get better results. But until you take that ownership and personal responsibility, it ain't nobody else's fault that you weak. Ain't nobody else's fault that your baby mama is getting buzzed down by somebody else. That ain't nobody else's fault that your kid is calling another dude daddy. That ain't nobody else's fault that your family is messed up. It's you. You are the reason why you are trash. And so the minute that you start holding yourself accountable, then you'll start to get better results and you stop focusing on it. Because remember, jealousy is focusing energy, wasted energy on somebody else, and they don't even know half the time that you're jealous of them. They going to go about living their life. They're going to have a phenomenal time. They're going to make a whole bunch of money. They're going to still be successful. Your hatred and your jealousy is not going to affect them. All you're doing is giving somebody else your energy. And that's one of the reasons why forgiveness is so important. But we can't even talk about forgiveness in this situation because often at times jealousy is unwarranted. So take a look in the mirror, take an opportunity to really evaluate who it is that you are. And then let's pay attention. Let's be more accountable for our actions and the way in which we operate so that we don't make ourselves look bad, and we can actually get the opportunities instead of actually killing it for ourselves and we didn't even know it. All right.